Good morning. Welcome to Wake Up
morning.
Wednesday.
I'm talking over you. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm Steven.
I'm John. Good morning.
And we are, I think, scheduled and working on the first try. So hopefully we have audio.
You know what else we are? Twins.
Twins. What does that mean?
Twins. You said we are live.
Oh,
we are
live.
also twins.
I don't understand what he says sometimes, but that's why we're here.
We're twins. You should always know.
Yeah, we should. Well, good morning. Welcome to Wake Up Wednesday. We are going to be getting into a topic. John's actually going to do most of the talking today because we're going to be doing, what are we talking about, John?
FTP ordering. I'm sorry, not FTP ordering. Emailing POs.
Emailing
all
ordering. Systems
can email POs. It's included in the software. It's not an add-on. And so, we're real easy. You configure two things and you're good to go. So
I just want to highlight one thing that he mentioned. Everybody can do this. So whatever version of BSM you have the ability to email purchase orders. So there's a lot of cool things that we do with emailing. So you can do e-receipts and autoresponders and lots of other things with this software. So if you want to know more about that, let me know. But today we're going to be focusing on how do you send a purchase order to somebody that's not a distributor, because you can do automatic ordering to distributors. You can do EDI ordering and things like that. We're looking at today, how do you order from someone that you don't have set up for electronic ordering? So what that will do, what all does it send in that purchase order?
So it sends a PO, and on the email, it looks just like a printed PO, the email body. And then it includes a text file it's a tab delimited text file with what you ordered.
Is it a PDF also, or just
text file? No, it's just a tab delimited text file.
Okay. So awesome.
So without further ado,
here we go.
I don't know why I did that.
Oh, remember, if you have any prayer requests, we want to be praying over you. So share those in the comments section down at the bottom. And then those of you that are going to the CPE show in February, I think they're already starting to book rooms for that and everything, and you can book the show.
We should probably book a room.
Yeah, we need to get on and do
probably
that as
should.
well. So, but yeah, don't wait till the last second for that. Go ahead and get signed up for the show. We'll be doing trainings at the show. Also, hopefully, might be bringing some of our family. I'm not sure, so we haven't decided that yet.
My wife's in nursing school. Well, I'm sorry, nurse practitioner school, so my family will not be attending, but maybe yours.
But yeah, all right. Yeah. Well, let's jump in.
Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is you're going to go into your system configuration. So SYS at enter program name. And then we're going to go down to, and we're going to go down to configuration files. And then we're going to go to change miscellaneous configurations. And down in the field number, you can't see it because we're in front of it, but it's field number 7014. And we'll include we'll throw the document link. It is in your customer docs if you have that link, but we'll throw a document link up when we're finished with this on how to set it up. And so the first thing here, mine's configured right now for my settings. And this is a Gmail type setup. You go in here, just put in, these are settings you can get from your ISP, your internet service provider. Once you have those settings, you'll put them in here, hit OK, choose options, choose save, exit all the way back to enter program name. And at enter program name, you're going to go into, for each vendor that you want to do orders through, you're going to go into IVVM. That's your vendor inventory vendor maintenance. And I'm going to bring up my vendor, which is 555.
555.
So that your
good
typical
deals,
number.
80% always.
And so I'm not in it to make money, obviously, because if you look down here at miscellaneous require, I give 80% discounts always. So not making money.
Okay, where's the setting?
The setting is to go to the telemarket tab. At the bottom, you have email. I just put in our support at bsmgr.com. That's the only thing you have to do is put in the email address right there.
And that's going to be the person that you want to email that order to. So whatever your vendor's email address is, that's what you're going to put in that field.
bob@bobsgifts.com.
Yep.
And then choose options, choose save. And then I'm going to go ahead and go through creating a PO. So let's see here. We're going to go into IVO.
And I don't know what to do with my hands today.
Like jazz fingers behind my head.
Hands. I like it.
And I'm going to go manual. So here's a little tidbit. A lot of you may know this, but you can actually type in that vendor abbreviation that you had in IVVM. So I can type in John, and that's going to change it to 555. Or you can always just put in the vendor number. But just so you know, you can type that vendor abbreviation, you put in IVVM, and it'll translate that number. So I'm going to go ahead and hit OK. That is me, John's Totally Awesome Bookstore. Did you know my bookstore is awesome? An item. And we're going to go ahead and add an item. If you've watched any of my videos before, you know what I'm going to put.
Just a note on that screen, you can see back there, if in the IVVM screen, if you put in the requirements or whatever it is, whether it be 50% or whatever it is, it's going to show that message right there. So that
give 80% always that we saw earlier, that's where that comes in right there. So let's go ahead and add, like I said, I think we all know what I'm going to put here, 978-159-145-1884, Jesus Calling. And how many do we want?
5.
7. You know what's hilarious? I made this test order earlier, and I did 5.
Oh, nice.
So not surprised. It's a twin thing. Okay, I clicked F5. You can click on options, click on save, and then once you're adding your options, go ahead and choose options at the bottom, and then you'll have, if this email button right here is grayed out, that just means there's not an email address set up in IVVM. So that first step, it's really set up your system config, add an email address to the IVVM. I've done that, so the email button is enabled. I go ahead and choose email, and what you can do is put in special instructions. Please ship ASAP, or I need a better discount. I mean, maybe they'll go for 90%. I don't know. And then you've got your email address right there. Again, that's from the IVVM that we set up. I'm going to go ahead and choose OK, and that will send. Do you get support emails?
No, I don't.
You don't. Okay, and it looks really cool. But the document, if you look at the document, there is a sample on the link. And so you'll be able to see what that looks like. Again, it just looks like your printed PO and then has an attachment with whatever you ordered.
Yeah.
So quick and easy, and it really allows you to get a better communication with any vendor you have. It's just an easy way for them to get your purchase order.
Yeah, and then also be on the lookout. We're going to be sending out we're going to be doing our first webinar, I believe, October 8th. I'm not 100% certain, but we're going to be sending out an email. So if you want to know more about doing off-site, remote, or sidewalk sales, we're going to be actually doing a webinar on that, talking about what hardware is needed, what software is needed.
Things to consider.
Yeah, what are your options? We're also going to be...
We would love to get your opinions on that, because you've done them, and you would be the first one to go, don't forget the fill in the blank.
Yeah, and so when you click the link in the email to sign up for the webinar, you're going to go to a form to sign up, and one of the questions in there will be, what's a tip that you would suggest for other users doing remote sales? And so we'll be sharing some of those in the webinar as well. So I encourage you to sign up for the webinar. It'll be the first webinar we're doing. We'll be using Google Meet. So this will be the first one. So it'll be probably a little bit of a learning experience as well.
I think it'll go perfect.
But it'll go good. So encourage you to sign up for that if you want to know more about that. We'll be kind of going through that. Be watching for that email. I believe it'll probably go out tomorrow or Friday. Mm-hmm. So please sign up if you're interested in knowing more about remote sales. And just be on the look out for that. Thank you so much for tuning in, either today or maybe you're watching this later on in the week. Still comment in the section that you're watching. If you have other ideas on what you want to see, drop those in the comments as well. But thank you so much for tuning in each week and taking advantage.
We really enjoy talking with you.
Yeah, and we want you to be using the software in more ways. So if you find yourself only using point of sale, and then you're not getting enough out of your software, so call me, talk to me, and we'll get you using more of the features that. That's why you have BSM.
Creating inventory management is where we shine. And so if you're not creating orders, receiving orders in the software, printing labels, all kinds of things, changing your prices. We might just do a Wake Up Wednesday on some tips.
Yeah.
A tips day.
A tips day. All right. Well, thank y'all for...
Send your prayer requests. We would love to pray for them. And we love you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.